Alright folks, Mr. Heiser here, talking about creating a parts list drawing. Pretty simple actually. I'm going to come up here and select my base tool and select my magnifying glass again. And you want to find your assembly that you're bringing into your drawing file and select open. And I'm going to scale mine down. And your view should be an isometric view. So I'm going to go ISO top right, and I'm going to place my drawing. Now some people place theirs center top like I'm going to, some people place theirs off to the side. The one that works the best is if you have an assembly that doesn't have a lot of parts, just place it in the top center. But if you're dealing with something that has a lot of different parts to it, that's when you probably want to place it off to the side so that your parts list can run off to the right hand side. But I only have a couple pieces here, so I'm just going to place mine top center and click. And I'm going to shade this in, so I'm going to right click and edit the view like we've done before and shade it and hit OK. And there is my assembly file. So I'm going to go over to my annotate tab again, and there is a button here that says balloon, but I'm going to auto balloon, and you get this menu that shows up here. And I'm going to select around, parts only, and I'm going to select view list and select all of my parts I want to create balloons for. And I'm going to select my placement over here, and don't worry if it kind of slide off the page. You can move things around. I'm going to click again, and then all my balloons show up here, and I'm going to hit apply and hit OK. And once you get here, you can kind of grab your balloons and move them around as you wish. Make sure they're all in your page, obviously. And so what these are pointing to is that they're pointing to your pieces. So I'm going to come up here now and click on parts list, and you have to click on this magnifying glass here and find the parts list you want to generate. Obviously it's the pegboard that's on the screen, and click open and click OK. And now I'm going to place my parts list in here across the bottom, and there it is. So you'll notice that the item number matches up with the balloon. And sometimes, like in this instance, the balloon where it's pointing to can be confusing. So number 1 is the peg board, but I can't tell right now if it's pointing to the board or the actual peg. So I'm going to grab the end of this and allow me to move where my arrow is pointing to, so it's less confusing. So number 2 is my circle peg. I want it to be actually touching my circle peg. Number 3 is my square peg. That's pretty easy to read. Number 4 is my triangle peg. That's pretty easy. Number 5 is my end. And number 6 is an end. Okay. So pretty simple. If I want to edit my parts list, I'm going to right click on it and select edit parts list. And now I could type in a description. So for instance, my board, if I wanted to put what the dimensions were, I could say 3/4 of an inch by 5 3/4 inches by 3 inches. And I could hit apply and hit OK. And there under description, my dimensions would show up. So this quick overview on how to create a simple parts list.